When it comes to weight, it is undoubtedly a sensitive and challenging topic for many individuals. However, what about those who have taken their weight to the extreme? Today we present to you the most astonishing 20 individuals who are incredibly overweight, defying our previous beliefs of human capabilities. Some of them even weigh over 1,000 pounds. From stories that inspire perseverance to accounts that leave us astonished, these individuals have managed to captivate the world's attention, making us question how they navigate their daily lives. Join us as we delve into the lives of these 20 extraordinary overweight people that you won't believe actually exist. Number 1. John Brower, Minnoch. John Brower Minosh held the world record for the highest weight for over 40 years, with an astonishing 1,400 pounds. This duration is longer than most Guinness World Records typically last. Minosh grew up in Washington and was always a large individual, reaching a weight of nearly 700 pounds by the age of 25. However, it was when his weight began increasing rapidly and he started experiencing complications like congestive heart failure and edema that doctors realized the severity of his condition. In 1978, Minosh was admitted to University Hospital in Seattle, where it was estimated that he weighed around 1,400 pounds, making him the heaviest person ever recorded. Doctors placed him on a strict diet of no more than 1,200 calories per day, resulting in an impressive loss of 924 pounds within a year. This weight loss was the most significant ever recorded in a human. Despite temporarily regaining half of the weight he had lost, Minosh led a relatively normal life and achieved another record by marrying his wife, Jeanette. Their combined weight of 1,510 pounds established them as the married couple with the greatest difference in weight. Unfortunately, Minosh's size led to complications that ultimately resulted in his death just prior to his 42nd birthday. Nevertheless, his record remains unbroken over the past 4 decades, although a man from Mexico came close, weighing 1,320 pounds, still significantly below Minosh's massive weight. Number 2. Jose Luis Garza. At the time of his death, Garza was known as the heaviest man in the world, weighing nearly 1,000 pounds. His unhealthy eating habits and dangerous reliance on sugar ultimately led to his demise in 2008. For over 6 months, Garza was confined to his bed in the Monterrey region of Mexico, where he sought dietary guidance from Manuel Uribe, a fellow Mexican who was also struggling to shed his title as the world's heaviest man. Unfortunately, both men were unable to leave their beds, and Garza's condition deteriorated to the point where emergency workers had to demolish a wall in his bedroom in order to transport him for medical treatment. Garza's journey with weight loss was marred by tragedy, as he lost both of his parents within a span of 2 months. Coping with this loss, Garza's overeating spiraled out of control, leading to a fatal dependency on sugar. Despite these challenges, he remained optimistic and credited Uribe for inspiring him to live with courage and determination. Number 3. Michael Habranco. The individual who had previously achieved the highest recorded weight loss in history, despite being a yo-yo dieter, is once again making headlines. Over the course of the past 24 years, Habranco experienced fluctuations of 4,000 pounds in weight due to his unmanageable eating habits. At one point, he reached a weight of 588 pounds, only half of his previous record of 1,120 pounds. To combat breathing difficulties, he resorted to using an emergency oxygen mask by his bedside. During a sincere interview, he openly acknowledged that he was aware of the detrimental effects of his eating habits, acknowledging his food addiction. His condition rendered him bedridden, and his wife worked long hours in order to support them while taking care of him. In another interview, he emphasized the urgency for those suffering from obesity to seek immediate assistance, hoping to prevent others from facing a similar fate. He attributes his addiction to an inability to control his desire for excess, resulting in an astonishing intake of 13,260 calories per day. Number 4. Carol Yeager. Carol Yeager holds the title of the heaviest woman in recorded history, tipping the scales at an astounding 1,189 pounds at her peak. Nevertheless, her story encompasses more than just her weight, as it delves into the distressing aftermath of trauma, the damning consequences of societal stigma, and the limitations of medical assistance. Born in Flint, Michigan in 1960, Carol wrestled with her weight from a young age, attributing it to the sexual abuse she endured as a child, which inflicted deep emotional wounds. Throughout her upbringing, she endured persistent teasing and harassment, compounding her struggles. Despite her attempts to seek aid, healthcare providers and institutions would reject her due to her extreme weight, citing it as a risk. Eventually, in 1993, after being confined to her bed for months, Carol gained entry to Hurley Medical Center in Flint. Through a rigorously controlled calorie intake, she astonishingly shed 521 pounds within a mere 3 months. While an impressive feat, it proved to be short-lived. Shortly after being discharged from the hospital, her weight spiraled out of control once again, ultimately leading to her passing at the age of 34 in 1994. Number 5. Samantha Mason. Samantha Mason, known for her controversial role in My 600-Pound Life, has made an incredible transformation since her appearance on the show. At her peak weight of nearly 1,000 pounds, she struggled to move within her own home and even used her stomach as a makeshift table to devour an entire cake on camera. Many individuals frequently inquire about the cake video's release, and now it is available. However, Samantha's story took an unexpected twist when she revealed her involvement in fetish modeling for a website that caters to individuals with an affinity for larger women. She would film herself eating for these fans, and they would compensate her for it. Nevertheless, as time progressed to October 2020, Samantha successfully shed 320 pounds after undergoing weight loss surgery. Her weight loss journey didn't stop there, and she eventually reached a weight of 300 pounds. Number 6. Iman Ahmed Abdlaty. Iman, born in September 1980 in Egypt, held the title as the second heaviest woman in history with a record-breaking BMI of 251. For comparison, the average BMI for adults in the United States is around 29. Iman's struggles with weight started at a young age, and by the time she reached 11, she lost the ability to walk and resorted to crawling. Unfortunately, a cerebral stroke left her bedridden, exacerbating her weight gain. However, amidst the despair, a glimmer of hope emerged when a doctor in Mumbai offered to treat her for free after she pleaded for help. In 2017, she was transported from Egypt to India for weight reduction surgery, which involved a logistical feat of utilizing a crane to lift her from her bed and breaking down a wall to exit her home. A specially modified plane accommodated her significant 1,100-pound weight for the flight to Mumbai. Although the surgery was a success, Iman needed to be transferred to a hospital in the UAE for her recovery. Sadly, she tragically passed away shortly after. While doctors linked her weight gain to a thyroid condition, her family believed that she suffered from another medical condition that caused severe swelling in her limbs and arms, rendering her nearly immobile. Number 7. Patrick Duell. Patrick Duell's remarkable weight battle made history. Weighing an astonishing 1,072 pounds at one point, he had been confined to his bedroom for months. However, things have drastically changed since then, as he managed to shed a jaw-dropping 512 pounds. Back in 2005, TLC chronicled his journey, which included undergoing gastric bypass surgery. The documentary crew even had to dismantle a wall and arrange for a special ambulance to transport him to the hospital. Within a year, he had already managed to lose 500 pounds and later shed an additional 200 pounds at home. His remarkable transformation earned him the nickname Half-Ton Man. Although he experienced some weight gain later on, he maintained his determination and currently weighs around 560 pounds. Thankfully, he is no longer confined to his bed and is grateful for his newfound ability to move around and enjoy going places. Number 8. Ronnie Brower. Ronnie Brower's unhealthy lifestyle caused him to gain 675 pounds and consume an excessive amount of fast food. Doctors warned him that he wouldn't live past 35. However, after listening to Taylor Swift's songs, Ronnie found the inspiration he needed to change his life. Through a strict diet and workout routine, he managed to lose an amazing 425 pounds, equivalent to a baby elephant's weight. Although he had to deal with 30 pounds of extra skin, Ronnie courageously shared his journey on Facebook with a page called 600 Pounds to Success. The story doesn't end there, though. Ronnie met his partner, Andrea Masala, at the gym, and together they lost a total of 578 pounds before eventually parting ways. Number 9. Robert Butler. Born in the United States, Robert Butler was once nearly 1,000 pounds at his heaviest, making him one of the most obese individuals worldwide. His ability to move around was extremely limited, necessitating constant assistance. Even leaving the nursing home where he resided now presented a massive challenge, involving a 7-hour operation with a crane and truck just to lift him from his 4th-floor room. He had spent close to 10 years at the Rhode Island nursing home, during which time he gained approximately 300 pounds. With the impending closure of the facility, he, like the other patients, had to be relocated. Utilizing a crane, he was transferred from the Providence nursing home, with emergency services and nursing staff collaborating tirelessly to ensure his safety and comfort throughout the process. In an interview with a news outlet, he admitted to relying on food for comfort during stressful or depressive episodes. Whenever he felt down, he would indulge in chips and order himself a large pizza, actions that were essentially self-destructive. Nonetheless, those involved in his move made his care and safety their highest priority. The Rhode Island Executive Office of Health and Human Services stressed the necessity of a coordinated approach due to his complex medical requirements. Number 10. Khalid bin Mohsen Shari. At his highest weight, Shari surpassed Manuel Uribe of Mexico, who was then the heaviest person alive. However, Shari's health deteriorated significantly, with diabetes, lung and heart issues, and an inability to move without assistance. But then an extraordinary event unfolded when King Abdullah of Saudi Arabia learned about Shari's health struggles and made a compassionate gesture. The king instructed his Ministry of Health to make all the necessary arrangements for Shari's safe transfer to a hospital, even ordering the demolition of part of his house to facilitate it. In August of 2013, Shari was transported to a hospital where he received medical care. Under the care of a team of doctors, specialized equipment, and a mechanical device, Shari underwent bariatric surgery, resulting in the remarkable loss of over half his body weight. His heart, muscles, and lungs significantly improved, and he even regained the ability to walk with the aid of a Zimmer frame. Fast forward to 2021, and Shari has continued to shed more weight. A recent photo shared by his doctors shows him weighing a mere 140 pounds. Number 11. Andre Nasir. Formerly known as the most overweight man in Australia, he once weighed a massive 468 kilograms and consumed an astonishing 12,000 calories each day. His obsession with food started during his childhood, and he considered it both his enemy and his friend. When he was on the verge of death, due to pneumonia and infected skin ulcers among his layers of fat, he sought help from obesity specialist Dr. Nick Cormus as a last resort. Through a determined effort, he joined a tailored diet and exercise program, resulting in a remarkable weight loss of 200 kilograms. He continues on his journey and aims to reach a weight of 118 kilograms. While he acknowledges the complexity of his relationship with food, he has successfully gained control over his addictions. Notably, he was granted housing in a specially designed home for severely obese individuals, featuring wider hallways and larger bathrooms. Number 12. Robert Earl Hughes. You may think you've seen it all when it comes to weight gain, but have you heard of Robert Earl Hughes? This remarkable individual gained attention in the mid-1900s due to his astounding size. At the time of his death, he weighed over 1,000 pounds. Robert's journey began as a child when he contracted whooping cough, causing damage to his pituitary gland. This resulted in an extraordinary growth rate, reaching 225 pounds by the age of 7. Doctors couldn't provide much assistance due to the rarity of his condition, so he continued to rapidly grow. Despite his immense size, the people of Fishhook, Illinois, where Robert resided, treated him with kindness and respect. They even constructed a specially reinforced steel bed for him. However, his weight eventually took a toll on his health, leading to his passing from congestive heart failure at the young age of 32. His death was a tragic loss for those who knew him, but his legacy serves as a reminder of the importance of treating everyone, regardless of their size, with kindness and compassion. Number 13. Martin Keith. Martin Keith struggled with an insatiable addiction to food, which was triggered by the devastating loss of his mother at the tender age of 16. This led him down a path of depression, anxiety, and agoraphobia, with his only respite being indulging in massive quantities of unhealthy food such as pizzas, kebabs, fast food, and sugary drinks. Astonishingly, he consumed a mind-boggling 20,000 calories per day, eventually transforming into one of the most morbidly obese individuals in the UK. His excessive weight confined him to his reinforced bed, causing heart issues and painful bed sores. In addition, his weight prevented him from being able to work for over 10 years. Despite standing at 5'9" tall, Keith's waistline measured an astounding 6 feet. Alongside depression and heart problems, seeking medical treatment required a specialized ambulance for obese patients. Medical professionals informed him that he had to shed half of his weight before he could even be considered for weight loss surgery. Unfortunately, Keith's life came to a tragic end at the age of 44, a mere 8 months after a successful gastric sleeve surgery removed 3/4 of his stomach. This avoidable loss prompted a surgeon to advocate for a fast food tax implemented by the government as a preventive measure for others who might be treading his unfortunate path. Number 14. Myra Rosales. At her peak weight, she exceeded 1,000 pounds and was confined to her bed. She was accused of committing capital murder in relation to her 2-year-old nephew's demise, but it was eventually revealed that she took responsibility in order to shield her sister. Fast forward to the present, and she has experienced an astonishing transformation, shedding an astounding 800 pounds through a combination of dietary adjustments and surgical procedures. Although she still has 30 pounds to strive for, her new physique has brought about a fresh outlook. Myra now comprehends the significance of maintaining a wholesome lifestyle and has abandoned her former complex relationship with food. However, her journey was far from effortless. She had to be forcibly removed from her home and transported to the courthouse in a specialized vehicle in order to stand trial. In fact, her attorney even had to measure the dimensions of the courtroom to accommodate a king-sized mattress for her to rest on. Nevertheless, after 6 years, she has completely turned her life around. She endured 6 operations to eliminate tumors and excess skin while adhering to a high-protein diet that enabled her to shed 600 pounds. Additionally, she underwent gastric bypass surgery, which aided in not only sustaining her weight loss, but also facilitating a healthier lifestyle. Number 15. Manuel Uribe. Manuel Uribe's weight was his defining characteristic, setting him apart from ordinary people. Initially weighing 254 pounds as a teenager, he struggled to maintain a healthy weight. However, upon moving to Dallas, Texas for work, his weight began to uncontrollably increase. Despite trying various diets and seeking medical help after his divorce, Uribe couldn't stop gaining weight. Eventually, he reached an astonishing peak of 1,316 pounds. The turning point came in January 2006, when Uribe made an emotional plea on Mexican television, leading to widespread attention and support. By February 2008, he had successfully shed 510 pounds with the help of doctors and nutritionists. This incredible journey was captured in the 2007 documentary, The World's Heaviest Man. By the age of 40, Uribe became the heaviest man on Earth. During this time, he was introduced to the Zone diet by its creator, which consisted of 5 small meals rich in protein and low in carbohydrates. This diet included items like egg white omelets, salads, chicken, fish, fruits, and spring greens. In October 2008, he married Claudia, weighing 701 pounds during the ceremony, as depicted in The World's Heaviest Man Gets Married. Sadly, Uribe passed away in 2014 at the age of 48 due to cardiac arrhythmias, liver failure, and other weight-related health issues. Number 16. Michael Edelman. Tales of heartbreak can leave a lasting impact on our hearts, as seen in the life of Michael Edelman, a man who battled with obesity. Back in 1987, Michael and his mother Arlene, who both struggled with their weight, became the center of attention when Michael fell out of bed and couldn't get up due to his 800-pound weight. The rescue operation lasted 9 hours, attracting the attention of cameras and reporters, thrusting him into the public eye. Unfortunately, this incident marked the beginning of a downward spiral for Michael, including being homeless, facing eviction, and enduring ridicule. Things got worse when authorities attempted to evict them from their home due to redevelopment plans. Good Samaritan and Nyack hospitals had to send medical teams to assist in moving Michael, but he was reluctant to leave his mother. As a result, the eviction process was delayed due to legal procedures. Eventually, in 1987, he was removed from the property and admitted to a specialized program at Dr. Robert L. Yeager Health Complex in New York. Richard Simmons and Walter Hudson also provided ongoing assistance to him. However, Michael's weight continued to increase, leading to his recognition by Guinness World Records in 1990 as one of the world's heaviest men, weighing 1,120 pounds. Unfortunately, his health deteriorated due to malnutrition, and he passed away at the young age of 28 in 1992 due to pneumonia. Prior to his death, Michael had made the decision to stop eating, resulting in him shedding around 400 pounds. Number 17. Walter Hudson. Walter Hudson gained notoriety for becoming trapped in his bathroom door, but there is more to his story than just a viral video. At the age of 12, he suffered a broken leg, which left him bedridden and led to a sedentary lifestyle and excessive eating habits. By the time he reached 15, he weighed 300 pounds and became housebound. His daily meals were astonishing. For breakfast, he consumed 32 sausages, a pound of bacon, 12 eggs, a loaf of toast with grape jelly, and a pot of coffee. Lunch consisted of 2 large sandwiches, fried potatoes, and a large bottle of soda. Dinner included 4 or 5 ham steaks, half a dozen potatoes and corn cobs each, a bottled soda, and an apple pie. In between meals, he snacked on candy bars. To support his eating habits, he relied mostly on a disability check resulting from his childhood injuries. Due to his lack of physical activity, he reached an estimated weight of 1,400 pounds, causing the industrial scale used to weigh him to break at 1,000 pounds, making doctors estimate his weight. On a rare occasion when he made a trip to the bathroom, he got stuck, requiring assistance from the local fire, police, and ambulance crews. Tragically, Walter's life came to an end on Christmas Eve of 1991 at the age of 46 due to congestive heart failure. When it was time to lay him to rest, his coffin was so heavy that a forklift had to be used to lower it into the ground. Number 18. Rosalie Bradford. Rosalie Bradford first started gaining weight after she got married, but it became even worse when she contracted a blood infection. This infection caused her to gain more weight and left her unable to move for a long period of 8 years. Nevertheless, she was determined to shed the pounds and, through her unwavering dedication, she succeeded in losing a staggering 736 pounds, setting a world record. After her passing, it was revealed by a publicist that Rosalie still weighed over 400 pounds, and the cause of her death remained unknown. Complications from a previous surgery that involved cutting her lymph nodes left her bedridden for a year. It is truly astonishing to imagine being 8 feet wide and spending 90 minutes on a bath. Rosalie's enormous size was truly remarkable. She even held the distinction of being the heaviest woman in the world at one point, and her remarkable weight loss journey served as an inspiration to many. Unfortunately, she sadly passed away at the age of 63. Number 19. Juan Pedro Franco. Franco, originally from northern Mexico, had struggled with severe obesity from childhood onward. Despite numerous attempts at diets, he felt powerless in his battle against his own body. However, his passion for music and dancing provided him with the motivation to persevere. Eventually, he became so burdened by his weight that he was confined to his home. Nevertheless, 2 years ago, he bravely sought life-saving treatment at the hospital, leaving his bedroom for the first time in 7 years. Given diagnoses of type 2 diabetes, thyroid dysfunction, hypertension, and fluid in his lungs, doctors warned him of the grave danger to his life if he did not shed weight. Determined to regain control over his life, Franco underwent gastric bypass surgery and embarked on a new dietary and exercise regimen with a dedicated team of 30 professionals. Consequently, he successfully shed a third of his body weight, even gaining recognition in the Guinness World Records in 2019. In November of that same year, he astonishingly lost a staggering 170 kilograms, roughly equivalent to the weight of 2 kangaroos. This accomplishment was especially remarkable considering the exacerbating injury he sustained at the age of 17. Number 20. Francis John Lang. Francis John Lang, also known as Michael Walker, may not be a familiar name to you, but it is important to learn about him. In 1934, Lang served as a soldier in Korea. However, his life took a different direction when he developed an addiction to prescription drugs, which caused uncontrollable weight gain due to the side effects. Despite this, Lang found a unique way to raise awareness about drug dangers. He traveled around the country in a specially built mobile home with observation windows and presented himself nearly nude on an oversized circular bed. Through sharing his story, he educated others on the harmful effects of drugs, using his own body as a cautionary example. Although unverified, Lang was believed to reach a staggering weight of 1,187 pounds at his peak, a claim supported by reasonably convincing photographic evidence found by Guinness officials. In 1972, he was hospitalized for a suspected heart attack and estimated to weigh between 900 and 1,000 pounds. That wraps up our compilation of 20 astonishingly obese individuals that defy belief. Have you come across any of them before, and who do you consider the most extraordinary? Please share your opinions in the comment section below, and I look forward to connecting with you in the future.